So for me, the ideal attributes in a teacher would be somebody who can inspire our kids, who can instill a love of learning and lust for knowledge. I think a teacher that can help children recognise where their strengths are and then to be able to work as part of a team and to work to their strengths. I think teachers that can help our kids to think creatively and to be flexible in their thinking, because I think in the future children are going to need lots of transferable skills, and we don't know what their future looks like or what the job market will be. So our kids need to be really creative and flexible.
When I reflect back on my education and consider the subjects that I continue to use in my daily life, I think the basic principles of maths, reading, writing are still as important now as they will be 20 years into the future. And these basic principles will still be as important for our children. However, how they learn them through technology could be significantly different. We need to ensure the key principles of how they think through a problem in a logical and considered way are not lost through the introduction of technology.
When I think about the challenges that we face as parents and teachers in equipping our children to thrive in the future, which is completely unknown to us, I think about Sir Peter Jackson, and I think about how he has managed to live a life in which he has developed and embraced his passion and obviously made a huge success of that. And I sense that that was despite his schooling rather than because of it. And I think we need to think about how we can enable our children to remain in strong connection with their own passions and their own innate abilities, and allow their education to kind of build around that core of who they are, rather than perhaps forcing every child to conform to some measurement system which will ultimately, most likely, suppress what they're really passionate about and what will really allow them to build a fulfilling and successful life. When I reflect on my education and think about what things remain important for my children's education, I think it's about the passion with which teachers teach, and I do think there is something about the discipline and the importance of detail and getting things right. The teachers that I remember very well were sticklers for detail, and I am forever grateful to my Form 2 teacher who taught me the correct use of apostrophes. And even though that seems pedantic and old-fashioned, I do think some of those old-fashioned things will remain important in terms of our children's ability to understand that the details are important, and that no matter how exciting everything is, you still have to kind of get the basics right.